How do you go about preparing for a team when you don't necessarily know like who's all going to be available for LSU? How are you guys going about just preparing game planning for that?
We just preparing regular like we have in the game, um, not noticing, what's going on across their program. We just focusing on the game and preparing like we're gonna have a game.
Charlie Potter with the next question.
Hey, Pat, just want to ask you about Dylan Moses and just how important he is to this defense and just the play that he's had over the last few weeks. How big has that been for the defense?
Dylan Moses, he's an alpha leader. He's an alpha dog on the defense, and he's the vocal piece of the defense that we all need. And he helps get the guys around, and whenever things might go wrong, he's that dude that helps get everybody up. So he's that alpha leader that we need on the defense.
Over to Edwin Stanton.
Hey, Patrick, talk about this defense in terms of maturation from week one to now. What have you seen to be the biggest improvement from week one to now?
We always challenge ourselves on, finishing the plays, communicating out there, flying around to the ball. Because when you fly around to the ball, more plays happen. And, we always wanted to be that defense where, the standard of the defense here has always been, dominance. And we want to complete, dominance around the whole defensive unit.
Michael Casagrande, you're up.
Yeah, Patrick, what's the competition like when you're playing a team like LSU? We always hear about how it's the most physical game of the season. What's it like actually on the field during games like that?
There's NFL talent across the board, so you got to prepare right and understand that there might be guys out there that's just as talented as you, and you just got to prepare, and you just got to play every down like it's your best play.
Over to Tony Sakalas.
How much improvement have you seen from Christian Harris just from year one to year two after making that move to linebacker?
Christian, he gained a ton amount of confidence through the course of the season. Last year he was a freshman. He was a bit antsy sometimes, but as the season went on, he got confident. But now this season, he's even more confident, and he's more physical, flying around to the ball. And he's a great player.
James Ogletree up next.
Yeah, I don't know how much you studied Derek Stingley or how much film you get to watch of him, but just from a cornerback perspective, what's your assessment of his game and what makes him such a good player?
He's a playmaker. He's a great player, and he's a guy that bees around the ball, all the time.
AP Stedham, over to you.
Hey, Patrick. Patrick, I was wondering if you reflect on the game where the team surrendered 48 points and then you shut out a Mississippi State with 0. What are 2 or 3 things that your defense did differently? I mean, I know they're different teams, but what did you see from your defense and, specifically the secondary?
I believe it went on through the course of the week, practice, because what you do in practice, it, creates better habits in the game. And, what we did in practice, it helped us, produce that donut against Mississippi State. And on Miss, our practice wasn't as great, but, it showed in the game. And we had a lot of miscommunication errors as well that we fixed in Mississippi State.
These will be the final few. Stephen Smith, you're up.
Hey, Pat, as difficult as it is not having Trey Sanders out there, what has impressed you about the freshmen, Jace McClellan and Roydell Williams so far?
They competitors, they ready to get out there. They antsy to play. You see it every day in practice. They compete every day, and they run the ball hard.
And we'll finish up with Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, just how much does last year's result against LSU, how much does that weigh on you guys as a team as you enter this game?
It gives us motivation. We know what this game means, but we also look at it as another game. We don't try to hype the game up that much, but we just trying to, go out there, compete, go through our routine, just finish the game out.